Hi everyone. So today we have a new update and a couple of new banners and also a couple of side events. So let's go over what we got. So first off is Loki, who's a new limited unit as part of the event. So she was technically part of the this current event, which is a rerun, but she wasn't released on the first run, but she is now released on the rerun. So let's go over her skills. So she reduces armor before she attacks, as in like the target's armor, which is quite nice. It can counter things like Jack Sui. But otherwise, aside from that, she's not particularly interesting. I think the only other interesting part about her kit is that she has a camouflage. This is similar to T Starry, where she can't get directly targeted by a unit. So if a unit is lining up to attack her, or at least when they're supposed to attack her, they'll instead ignore her and attack the next unit in line that is in their range. Aside from that, she's a guard unit that is a DPS. Right? It's like scaling DPS. It is listed as a burst DPS, so I don't know if it means that it's like it will do really good damage against like raid bosses or not. I don't feel like it would be. Because most bosses are immune to like debuffs, which is like what this armor erosion would be. This is very different to having like say like a Zhao Meng who just straight up ignores the armor, right? You want to ignore armor on bosses because since they can't or generally can't be debuffed. I think there is one boss that can be debuffed, but I'm not gonna buy one unit or like invest in one unit just for that boss. So unless it's gonna be a very consistent thing where they can all be debuffed, then I feel like Loki is probably not really worth pulling aside from collection purposes. So my general recommendation for limited units is if you can afford to get one copy, then I would suggest keeping one just in case, because we don't know how often these are going to get rerun. I will say that this rerun came a lot earlier than I would have expected for a rerun in typical gacha games, but yeah, as I said, who knows when it will come back again. The main reason why it may have come back so early is just so they could release Loki and Chiaki. So yeah, we'll see about that, but yeah, so if you don't have, I mean, if you can afford to spare some currency to pull one, I would say one is enough, right? And just hold on to it and don't build her until you find a use for her. She also comes with this skin. It's quite a nice skin, so if that's something you're interested in, that's up to you. Now, next unit we have is Kyla. So Kyla is a rerun unit. She was a banner like ages ago. She's one of the earliest banners that we had. A limited unit. Now she had, I'll say there's like two good reasons to pull for her, but neither of those are combat related. So this is her design, and her combat abilities are like she's a counter-attack unit that scales off mobility. Right. She's a taunt unit as well. I don't know how many skill ups she needs. I would have to check that, but she'll probably to get to 12 turn taunt, she'll probably need like at least a few skill ups. And then she has like dodge damage reduction like increases, which is what you need to make mobility units good. But with units like Valentine Chalissa being pretty good these days, I feel like dodge units probably not really worth running. But yeah, that is her kit, so if you want to pull her for whatever reason, up to you. I would say one copy, similar to Loki, she is a limited unit, so having one copy just in case is recommended, but if you want to skip her, I would not blame you. But yeah, otherwise this is also her skin that you get for free. Alright, so next we have a new side event which is running like concurrently with the Starry's Journey one. So this is like I guess part 2. It has another boss, right? So keep in mind there will be 2 bosses to like be clearing each day. Or you don't have to clear it each day, I believe, but you have to at least collect the tickets. There's like a the daily login gives you a token to attack the boss, and similar to the other boss, this boss also gives you a lot of experience tokens. So doing both of them will give you a ton of experience, which is quite nice. And then there's also like the gacha thing, pretty similar to the other one. And this is for Hurley's reverbs. You do get a free copy of Hurley, right? So another free limited unit. And then there's all these like rewards you can get from the gacha part. So make sure you do your dailies, right, every day. It doesn't take very long. You just sweep 5 times and you can get it done. And there's one more event. It's like not really an event, but like it's like a gacha event actually. If we can click onto it. So there's a skin gacha. These are the details. So it's random what you get, and it costs the paid currency. This is the paid crystals. So keep in mind, it's not like easy access for people. You can't just use your freebie crystals that you get from just clearing the game. So you will have to spend some money for that if you want it. It's a skin, of course. Obviously you roll once and then you get a random thing from here. So 10% chance to get. To be honest, I don't know if it's actually 10% odds to get the skin, but I would say technically it should be. I think they're supposed to tell you the odds, but I guess not. But all of these are, most of these are fairly decent pickups, for the 80 crystals, in my opinion. I think the XP is probably not really worth, but everything else is not bad for 80 crystals. So if you want to gamble, you could get your skin much cheaper here. Otherwise, you can get it in the shop for a discounted rate. So it's discounted. Normally, it will probably be like, so it's 1080 normally apparently. So that will be the discounted, the normal price after the event, but it's slightly discounted by 100 crystals. This is also paid crystals, of course. So you can either, try your luck and spend 980-ish crystals on the box if you want. That's like 12 chances. But technically with probability, you're supposed to get it before spending like 800 crystals. But RNG is RNG, so you can't control it. So up to you if you want that skin. It's for Zepar. And that's it for this week. So we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.